Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we will be doing spinner wheel reading challenge. I still don't know how I would like to word it, but it is a challenge where every single day the whole week for 7 days I will spin a spinner wheel that would say how many pages I have to read per day. And before we get into that, I will just talk you through some of the TBR that, or not some of the TBR, some of the books that I put for this video as our TBR. And I have a lot of books in my TBR. I have none of the copies really. I think maybe I have a few if I'm not wrong. But wait. Actually, I have one copy of it, but I don't know where it is right now. So I'll just say I have no copies of any of the books that I would like to read this week. But let's just get through them before we get into the spinning the wheel section and actually reading some of the books. And by the way, today is Sunday, so it will end probably either Saturday next week or Sunday to Sunday maybe. We shall see. But let's talk through my TBR for essentially this week, I would say. But the first one is none other than the continuation. The first and the second book is the continuation of this series, which is the Rebel Blue Ranch series. It's so hard to say the series name, but it's Rebel Blue Ranch series, which is the continuation of Done and Dusted. I read Done and Dusted a couple weeks ago, if I'm not wrong, or last week. No, I think it's 2 weeks ago, and I didn't enjoy it. I honestly think that it's so too physical and I didn't really connect with the characters at all. But I think the second book has such a good potential, and I love, not to compare it to Elsie Silver's writing or Cowboy Romance, but yeah, Elsie Silver's Chestnut Spring series is just top tier for me, and I really truly love that series, and so I will probably always compare it to that series, but I'm trying my best not to compare it to any series really. But the second book, I'm so excited because I think it's Grumpy Sunshine, but the girl is grumpy, if I'm not wrong. And it's called Swift and Saddle. By the way, this is by Lila Sage. And the second book that I have in my TBR is the continuation of that, which is the third book. And it's called Lost and Lassoed. Lassoed or Lassoed? Either way. Also by Lila Sage. And I think that book is my my most anticipated read from this TBR, because truly I am just so curious with this specific main character that is the best friend of our male main character in Done and Dusted, and he is so grumpy, and it's always teased in this book that Teddy and Gus, they hate each other. They're rivals and they just cannot stand each other. And I love an enemies to lovers trope, and make it cowboy, make it single dad and nanny trope. I'm there. I'm so there. I think after reading Elsie Silver's books and some other contemporary romance books where they're like single dad or single mom and a nanny or like a help of some sort, I truly adore those kinds of books, and I think I just really enjoy that trope. I don't know if this is very niche, but I think I really enjoy the nanny single dad trope, so that's why I'm so excited for this, not Swift and Saddle, for Lost and Lassoed. So yeah, that will be the second book in the TBR, and the third book is the only copy that I have in this TBR, which is none other than The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, which is the continuation of The Final Empire, which is the first book in Mistborn Era 1. Hopefully that's not a mouthful, but I just need to know what happened, and I have taken a little break from the series, even though it was the first book, because it is, I want to say, high fantasy, so packed with politics and just a lot of like war tactics, because we're in the middle of war, or we're in political upheaval, and it is stressful. It is a lot of tension, a lot of oppression from so many sides, and I am just stressed for our main characters, but I really want to know what happens. So that will be that. And I'm trying to keep my TBR to 4, but I am also, guys, a mood reader. So do not take my words so literally, because I could be saying I want to read all these 4 books, and then all the books that I read in this video could be not in the TBR at all. But anyway, I'm on a tangent. But the 4th book is the 4th book in the Court of Blood and Bindings series. I think it's called Fae Isle series by Lisette Marshall. I read the 3 so fast. I think 3 books in 3 days. Maybe not 3 days necessarily, but I was obsessed with the series. And then I started getting into some contemporary romance. I lost my tempo with it. I'm currently in the middle of the 4th book. So I don't know where I'm at exactly because it's on my Kindle, but I will definitely want to finish that this week. So we shall get onto that. But without further ado, maybe I have one more book in my TBR, I think. Or maybe 2 more. Either it's, I want to continue the Archer's Voice series, I think, that Mia Sheridan has, which is, I think, either it's Most of All You or More Than Words. I think it's Most of All You. So I would like to read that as well at some point. And then I want to read Deep End by Ali Hazelwood and Wild Eyes by Elsie Silver, because Wild Side is coming out, I think, next week, if I'm not wrong. So I am excited for that. So yeah, in total I have many books. I have 7 books. I will show you in the screen right now. These are my TBR. It'll be so fun. I don't think I will finish all 7 books in this video, obviously, but I want to make a lot of progress because I am just such in the mood to read. So let's just get into spinning the wheel for today. So I will show you on the screen what I have. I basically put 50 to 400 as the prompts, as you guys are seeing on the screen. And it will be the amount of pages that I would read per day. So I am very excited to see how many pages I'll be reading. And I just hope that I don't get 400 pages so many times in a row, because I think I would get into a little mini slump, which hopefully not. But let's just spin our first day of reading. I have nothing to do really today, so I don't mind if I were to get like 400 pages. So, but I don't want to jinx myself. So let's just spin it together. Oh my gosh. Well, it made a sound. I think you guys heard it. It's 200 pages for the first day. And I think, honestly, not bad at all. I am excited to just read 200 pages. I think I will start with Swift and Saddled though, because yeah, I'm really excited to read that book. I have it on my Kindle somewhere. I don't know where my Kindle is right now, but I will be reading that. I'm so excited to read for, yeah, I think Ada and Wes, if I'm not wrong. So I shall read it, and I think by the end of today I will update you where I am. And I don't know if I'm gonna do initial updates on all the books that I'm reading, but because it's gonna be like a really long video, I think, because it's 7 whole days and I have to do mini intro every day because of the wheel. But I shall do that. I shall read and let you guys know either tonight. I mean, not tonight because it's pretty early right now. It's around 9 a.m. So I technically have the whole day, and I have a feeling I will finish the whole book today. But again, we'll see. And I will update you maybe whenever I'm done, either in the afternoon maybe, or some other time. I'm not sure, but I will obviously do that, and then I will update you in a bit. And yeah, let's get into reading Swift and Saddled. So it is the next day. It is Monday. I was reading this book, Swift and Saddled, yesterday, and I honestly could not stop reading it whatsoever. I think I actually sat right in this chair for, I want to say, so long. Not the entirety of the day, I don't think, but like, I want to say 4 or 5 hours straight, except going to the bathroom and eating and whatever. And I finished the whole book in one go. Swift and Saddled. And I don't know how many pages Swift and Saddled has. I will add up all the totals and then I will give it in the end. Or maybe I can put in the screen. This is how many pages Swift and Saddled is. And I read a few pages from The Well of Ascension as well, which is like, I think I remember it was 44 pages or so. Because I remember. I try to remember the pages that I read. So I know that I'm like 250, I think, where I was. Yesterday was 250, right, guys? Oh, I'm so lost today. But yes, yesterday was 200 pages. I took a screenshot. And yeah, I finished Swift and Saddled. What can I say? But I just love cowboy romance so very much. It has a special spot in my heart, and I just would recommend this to everyone. Swift and Saddled. I mean, I don't know if I would recommend Done and Dusted because it just didn't, I didn't like it as much. And I feel like if a lot of people say the second book is also meh, I wouldn't have picked it up because, I don't know. If the first and second is really bad, I don't know if I want to continue to the third. But obviously, the second book is so epic. I love Ada and Wes. So Ada is teased, or was teased in Done and Dusted, as like the designer that will help Wes redecorate. They call it Baby Blue, which is like a house that Amos, which is the dad of our main characters, he used to live there, but he moved away to the big house, and now Wes has this responsibility to build up this specific house. And honestly, I think it's very, Lila Sage's romances are pretty physical, I think, in general. I'm not sure. I mean, I only read Done and Dusted, but like Done and Dusted was so physical. I think the same with Ada and Wes, but I really like the grumpy sunshine element to it because Ada is so like grumpy and then Wes is golden retriever. But then after we get to know both of them a little bit more, they are dealing with things that are really hard and really difficult for them, obviously. And then they get to be together and oh, it's just Wes is so down bad for Ada, and I truly enjoyed it. Enjoyed how down bad he is for Ada. And yeah, I don't know what I would rate this. Honestly, I would probably rate it, I'm not sure, guys. I think maybe around 4 stars. But I feel like I always give books 4 stars. And my 4-star range is so large. But I actually think this might be 4 stars. So that's that. And I hope it's the correct star rating. But obviously in the outro, I will talk a little bit more about each book. Well, not a little bit more, but I will give you a conclusion and what the star rating is for each and every book that I read in this reading challenge. That is Swift and Saddled. I truly enjoyed it. So the next book that I'll be picking up is not Well of Ascension. It will be Lost and Lassoed. 100%. I just need to know what happens between Teddy and Gus, why they hate each other so much. So before we get into that, let's spin the wheel. I'm excited. I hope it's not too much because I have quite a few things I would like to do today. So maybe, but I think since my desk is like, this is not my desk, it's my partner's desk, but I will be working here today. So I'll probably be here sitting, reading all day again, like yesterday. But let's spin the wheel. I'm nervous, but it'll be good, I think. Let's spin it. I feel like I want to show you like this, but I know I'll put it on the screen. So let's spin it. I muted it as well. 50 pages, guys. The wheel has spoken. I said I have a lot of things to do, but I want to read Lost and Lassoed, and I know once I get into it, I will not stop. So I will read Lost and Lasso today. I was thinking whether I want to continue Queens of Mist and Madness, which is the fourth book in the Fae Isle series, but I think I will just continue with Lost and Lassoed because I need to know. I just need to know what happened to Teddy and Gus. I honestly am now so in love with my Kindle because I redecorated it and now I am just obsessed. I mean, guys, look how cute, and I have big book energy. But yeah, let's read Lost and Lassoed, and I will probably do this again. Like, I would talk to you either tonight after a whole day of... No, I don't think I will talk to you tonight. I think I just want to read as much as possible because I'm in the mood to read, like, especially after Swift and Saddled. So I will probably talk to you tomorrow. And at some point, I really want to make a reading journal spread for this mini challenge that we're doing, but I'm not sure. I forgot my reading journal somewhere and I don't have it with me right now, and I don't know if I'm going to pick it up this week, so we shall see, because I want to finish this video relatively soon so I can put it out for you guys soon. So yeah, I shall continue reading and eventually I will do the reading journal. But yeah, let's just get into reading Lost and Lassoed. I keep saying Lost and Lassoed and Lost and Lassoed, but I don't know which one's correct. I think Lassoed sounds more correct somehow. Anyway, let's get into reading Lost and Lassoed. Hello guys, it is Tuesday and I have read, I don't know how many pages I read actually, 1 second. I am currently chapter 24, by the way, this is the next day. I'm still wearing the same outfit, but I've gotten ready for the day. I am so tired, but it is the next day. It is very early. I think it's around 8 a.m. Yes, it's 8 a.m. I read up to page 24 chapter 24 yesterday, which is page 165 on the Kindle, at least. I don't know in physical book, but it also says that I'm 53% in Lost and Lassoed. So many things has happened. We still don't know why Gus and Teddy are so hostile towards each other, but now we are at the part where she's nannying for Gus and for Riley. Riley is Gus's kid with Camille, which is like a kid that came out of the one night stand that they have. But guys, I think this book might be a 5-star. I really want to read the whole book yesterday, but I think at that point it was already midnight and I was like, I need to stop, because I keep saying, okay, next chapter. Again, after this chapter I will promise go to sleep, but I have a lot of things to have to do today, again like yesterday. But I feel like I still find it pretty interesting that I read 165 pages, even though I only need to read 50. I'm overachieving. But honestly guys, it's so good. I will finish the book today, 100%, whatever it says. If I get another 50, I will probably still finish this book today, and I think it's like around 300 page long. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I am so excited to do more reading. I think yesterday I didn't do any reading montage of me reading Lost and Lassoed, but today I will do a little bit of reading montage so you guys can see that actually I'm reading the book. So Teddy is a really fun character in both Done and Dusted and Swift and Saddled, and then here we get to know more of the things that she's going through. I guess she's going through a lot of things because Emmy, the best friend, is getting married with what's his name, Luke, I think. So her dynamic with Emmy is changing, and then she didn't get fired, but her workplace got sold to someone else. That's why she is like currently changing in like her career as well, and that's why she got the nanny job with Gus, because she is practically family. And yeah, and Gus needs someone that would help him because he has too much responsibility at the moment for him, because Camille is doing her law, like her bar exam, which is like, she's a lawyer, I think, if I'm not wrong, and she is away in Paris. In Paris. Or Portland? I have no idea. Somewhere. And so Teddy is helping him taking care of Riley. And though I see Riley's and Teddy's relationship, they're just so... I like it. I honestly really like it. Riley does not need a new mom or a new dad, because both of them are really present in Riley's life, and Teddy is just a good addition to it, which I really, really like enjoyed. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And right now I think we're at the bit where she is still unsure with Gus, obviously, because it's rivals to lovers, so there's still a little bit some hostility, but they are slowly but surely getting along. And I think Gus just saw her flirted with someone, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, flirted with the vet, which her, like, Teddy's friends with benefits kind of guy. And then now Gus is giving her a silent treatment. So we're there right now. We're like exactly at the middle. And I am excited where this is going. So before I ramble on for too long, I will spin the wheel like yesterday. So yeah, let me record, not to forget. But I still have yesterday's, which is 50. By the way, today is Wednesday. But let me spin the wheel. Oh my gosh. It was almost 400, and then 350, and then almost 300, and then 250. 250 is good. I don't think I have 250 on Lost and Lassoed, but I will read the rest of that. I don't know how many pages, but around 150 pages, I think. And then I would have 100 pages left to read. And then I would read Queen of Mist and Madness, I think, which is the fourth book in the Fae Isles. I think I keep mentioning this just to, I don't know, make sure that you guys know. And make sure that you guys read this series because I love it. So I will probably read that. And yeah, and then I will probably update you, I don't know, tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, how many updates have I had so far? 3? Yeah, 3 updates. But yeah, that is my plan for today, to finish Lost and Lassoed and then read Queen of Mist and Madness. Queens of Mist and Madness, or Queens? I'm not sure. You guys know, because I've mentioned it so many times in this video already, probably. But yeah, that would be that. And I better start reading. 250 is honestly not that bad. But yeah, I'm gonna read and update you guys either tonight or tomorrow, but I think it'll be tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, but I'll be reading. Let's do that. Let's read. I woke up extra early today to read a little bit before work. And yeah, let's just get into reading Lost and Lassoed, which prediction-wise, it'll be a 5-star. So that's that. Today is Wednesday, if I'm not wrong, and I cannot believe that we're almost in spring. It's so nice and lovely today, and it's the first time that I'm wearing short sleeve top in so long, I feel like. So I am, even though I don't really like spring, but I feel like the fact that the weather is really nice outside and that it's, I mean, honestly, it is the beginning of March, and usually it is far colder than this here in Germany. So that's kind of concerning, but I really enjoyed the nice weather outside today. And today I started this quite a bit later, as you guys could see. The sunset is almost here. I think it's around 4. Yes, around almost 5. So I don't have a lot of time to read, and hopefully I don't get 400 pages. And if I do, that will be my plan for the rest of the night. So yesterday I finished Lost and Lassoed. 5 star. I don't know if I need to say anything else, but the dynamic that Gus and Teddy have, I love them so much. I think they're my favorite couple so far in the Rebel Blue Ranch series. And I think it's worth to read Done and Dusted, Swift and Saddled to just get to this. So I cannot wait. If you guys need to pick up something from this video, please let it be Lost and Lassoed, at least so far. I don't know what I'm going to be reading in the next few days, and I don't know if it's going to be really good as well. But yeah, so far, you guys should pick up Lost and Lassoed. If you guys have a similar reading taste as I do, and if you guys love enemies to lovers, a single dad and nanny trope, you will love this so much. Riley is such a cute, adorable kid, and I love Teddy's personality as well, that she's so outgoing and she's not trying to replace Gus or Camille in this like relationship that they have, because it is quite complicated, I want to say, the relationship. But I truly adore Teddy's relationship with Riley, and Riley and Gus, they are perfect. I love the dad and daughter like dynamic that they have, so I really enjoyed that. For now, I read it last night and I still think it is 5 star, and even I think yesterday I said it. Is it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday in the middle of, no, yesterday's intro. True. Yesterday I said that I had a 5 star feeling for this, and I definitely do. And I still think that it is a 5 star. So yeah, that's pretty much Lost and Lassoed. And I know this, I think I read around 150 pages for this, and yesterday was 250. And I read 168 pages of Queens of Mist and Madness. I have it in my Kindle. Wait, let me just swap the title so that I'm not messing up every single time, because I'm not sure if it's Queens of Mist and Madness or Queen, still like yesterday. No different. It's Queens. I read 162, sorry, I'm wrong, but I read 162 pages of this yesterday. So I read around 300 pages, which is every day that we do this challenge, I always think like I don't want to read so much. And then I ended up reading a whole book, even though I only needed to read 50 pages. So that's saying something about my mood, my reading mood right now. But anyway, before I go into a tangent, I think this book sadly is the book that I really don't care as much as other books. I love first 3 books. And the 4th book, I think I just lost interest a little bit. I don't know why. I think I just lost my momentum and I don't know how to go back. So I am trying to finish this as fast as possible because I just want to get the 5th book and be done with the series. I don't know if that's saying something about the series, hopefully not, but I truly adored the first 3. And I think a few bits of this as well, but so far it's so much politics and I don't care. Truly, this book, I'm so like intrigued with Creon and Emmeline's relationship, and also the relationship that are around them and the found family that they found. But I feel like I don't care about the plot anymore, which is not a good thing, I think, to be feeling when I'm 50% in to the 4th book and there is still a 5th book. I will probably finish the series. I don't know if it's gonna be in this video, so we shall see with that. But I read 162 pages, so I think that's pretty decent. And now let's spin for today, for Wednesday, which I think I will end this on Saturday. So I think I want to say I'm halfway in. yeah, I'm fourth day in, which means I have 3 more days, and I'm excited for that. And I shall spin before I ramble on for too long, because I have the tendency to just ramble on and nonstop. But let's spin the wheel. Of the wheel over here is still 250 from yesterday, so let's spin it. Guys, it's 400 pages. No way. No! I really don't want it to be 400 pages. But it is 400. I hope I get to finish it because it is currently almost 5, like 4, 5-ish. 400 pages. I will see. I don't know if I'm gonna read Queens of Mist and Madness. I think I will read a little bit of this, but I will mainly read. I think I'm just such in the mood for contemporary romance. I will read Mia Sheridan's book, which is Most of All You, if I'm not wrong. Let me look for it. Yep, it is called Most of All You by Mia Sheridan. I think the second book in the Archer's Voice series. And I think this book is a bit heavier as well. So I am nervous. But I will start right now because I don't have a lot of time. And I have to finish this before midnight. So I think I will read this and a little bit more of other things because I don't even think this is 400-page long. So I have to finish a whole book today. Oh gosh. What have I done? The one day that I started late because I thought today I was gonna get an easy one, but obviously not. Let's check how many pages is in this book. Guys, I really don't want to read this whole book today, but I shall. If I have to, I will. Most of All You. It is 352 pages. So, okay, after I finish that, I need to find another 50 of something. Either I continue with Queens of Mist and Madness or I listen to The Well of Ascension. And I think that might be my safest bet. Oh gosh, how am I going to do this? Even if I go past midnight and it's still this day, I haven't slept, I think I would still consider it the same day. So I'm cheating a little bit, but not entirely. So yeah, hopefully I get to do this. I don't want to fail right at the middle because I know I'm gonna lose my motivation in reading more, but I will update you tomorrow, I think, or tonight and see where we're up to. I think I will probably update you really late tonight and see how's it going. But because of that, I think I just want to spin the wheel for tomorrow as well. I know I should be spinning it probably later, but I want to see for tomorrow just for a peace of mind. Do you think I should do it or should I do it later? Maybe I'll do it tonight. I'll do it tonight with you guys. And tomorrow morning, I don't think I have time to do a little bit of intro and that kind of stuff. That's what happened today in the morning. I could not do the intro today in the morning because I was so busy doing other things and I worked today. So that's why I didn't do the intro. That's why I didn't do any reading before 5. And that was a mistake. And yeah, because today I was just not ready yet to film. I just got ready today, right now, to film this section. And that's why I didn't do it today in the morning. And I have the same feeling. If I be reading past midnight tonight, I'll be waking up early tomorrow. I don't think I want to be in front of a camera tomorrow morning. So I will spin it tonight and I will talk to you more about my plans for tomorrow tonight. But as of now, I'm going to get into Most of All You ASAP. Like at this very moment. I will stay here and read a little bit right now here. And we shall see if I get to finish this tonight. But tonight I will film an update and saying where I'm at. So yeah, let's get into reading Most of All You. This is still the same day as I updated you today in the morning. It is currently 11:25, so it is very close to midnight, and I just finished Most of All You by Mia Sheridan. And this book is such a whirlwind of an emotion for me because we are following Ellie, who's a stripper because of the whole situation that she's been in. She has had a very rough childhood, and the same goes for our male main character, which is Gabriel. And he was kidnapped whenever he was 6, and 6 years later he's out. And but a year before he's out, the parents died. So the parents died knowing that Gabriel's not back yet. If you guys, oh yeah, it is such an emotional book. And honestly, I don't know if I'm into it. I love an emotional romance, obviously, like Abby Jimenez, and I loved Archer's Voice, but something about this one, it feels very trauma dumpy, which I know it is a trope, and it is also like a very common thing in contemporary romance, but I specifically just, I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much as I think I would, especially knowing that I'm so obsessed with Archer's Voice. But yeah, I feel like, first of all, it is so insta-lovey. Gabriel has an instant connection to Ellie immediately, like from stage, while Ellie was doing like while dancing on a pole, which I find I don't know. It's not the fact that she's a stripper, that's not what I'm getting on, but it's more like the way they just connect to each other is so insta lovey because she instantly is attracted emotionally to him immediately. She doesn't open up immediately. I keep saying immediately, sorry, but it's like Gabriel liked her almost instantly, and meanwhile Ellie is a little bit more hesitant towards it, but it's all in all still very like insta attraction and insta lovey again. But yeah, that's what I feel about Most of All You, and I really want to read More Than Words, which is the third book, and I think it is the last book in this Archer's Voice series. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to read that right now because I feel like it's gonna be another very emotionally taxing book, which I don't know if I want to get into right at this second because it is very, I don't know, it's just very sad. I really feel for both characters, and yeah. I'm so speechless about this book. But anyway, before I talk and ramble on for too long, I think I am making the decision to finish the series tomorrow, which is the 5th day of the series, because I think I'm feeling a little bit of a reading slump, and I obviously don't want to get into a reading slump. So I will just leave it at tomorrow, and tomorrow I will obviously give you an outro after I read whatever the amount is, but I still have 50 pages to read, which I think I will just continue with either Queens of Mist and Madness or Well of Ascension, which, yeah, I have here somewhere. I just haven't looked at it, but I will read in bed, so I will not update you again tonight. But like I said previously today, I would like to spin the wheel for tomorrow so that tomorrow I can just film the outro and be done with it because I am so tired of reading at this moment. So, yeah, but I honestly feel like it's such a satisfying week so far in reading all these books because it's so just, I love reading and I truly enjoy reading, and I have not gone back to contemporary romance like this intensely for a while, and I just truly love romance books and I'm just such a sucker for it. So yeah, let's just spin the wheel for today before I ramble on too long because I need to finish 50 pages still, which definitely will take me longer than midnight to finish it, but it's okay. Let's spin it, and I really hope that tomorrow it'll be 50 or something. I don't know if I want to read another 400 pages today. Oh, not today, tomorrow. But yeah, let's spin it. Oof. Okay, good. It's 150. I can definitely do that. It's doable, but the plan is for tonight to read Well of Ascension or Queens of Mist and Madness, and tomorrow I am not gonna update you. I think I'm just gonna do the outro, and yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This video is such a scatterbrain me just trying to plan this video, but I really hope that I don't have a reading slump, because that would be not good. I really don't want to be in a reading slump. And yeah, but I don't think I talked about the rating, but I'll just keep you guys in a little bit of attention, and I will talk about it tomorrow in the outro to just finish this whole challenge off. I'll probably talk to you guys also at night, so I'll see you then. So we are finally at the outro. I honestly didn't expect to read so much this week, even though I ended it early, because I think right now I'm in a reading slump, which is not good. Not good at all, because I just want to read, but I think the last few books that I read is not I don't know, I didn't enjoy it as much. But yeah, let's just talk through each day before I talk you guys through today. So on Sunday, I had 200 pages and I ended up finishing Swift and Saddled, which is 320 pages. So yeah, and I think I also read a little bit of The Well of Ascension for 44 pages. So I've read 364 pages on Sunday, and then on Monday I am not exactly sure how many pages, but I think I'm 50% in Lost and Lassoed, which is 180 pages in. 165, I think. I need to look back from the footage, but I think it's around 165. And for Monday, we had, from the spinner wheel, we had 50 pages. So I definitely went past that. And then we going to Tuesday, which is the third day. I read the entirety of Lost and Lassoed, which is 180 something pages. And for that day, I had 250 pages from the spinner wheel, which means I read no. And then I read 162 pages of Queens of Mist and Madness. And then on the last day, is it the last day? No, it's second to last day. Yeah, second to last day, I read the entirety of Most of All You by Mia Sheridan and a little bit of Queens of Mist and Madness. And yeah, Queens of Mist and Madness. And that's pretty much that. And I think yeah, the entirety of Most of All You is 352 pages. And I failed this day, but I read 24 pages of Queens of Mist and Madness. So I did not do well there. But I think, honestly, considering that I finished Most of All You, it is quite impressive. So I'll take my win whenever I can take it. And then for the last day, I had 150 pages, which is today. I read 88 pages of Queens of Mist and Madness. And The Well of Ascension, I read 103 pages. So I don't have my Kindle or the books here, but I totaled everything up and I added everything up so we can know how many pages I read in the span of 5 days. And it is 1,437. And I feel like that is quite an accomplishment. So pat in the back for me. But yeah, honestly, what a whirlwind. I wanted to continue until Saturday, but I feel like, yeah, again, with me and reading slump, I really don't want to push myself too much because reading is supposed to be fun. And I feel like I made it into a little bit of a chore, even though it is a challenge. And it was definitely a challenge, so that's that. But let's talk about the individual books that I read this week, I guess, even though right now is currently Thursday. But first one that I read is Swift and Saddled. What can I say about Swift and Saddled that I haven't said to you guys? I read a quote from this book that I apparently really liked. That's why I wrote it down. But it is, I see you, Ada. I always see you even when you won't look at me. Wes, what a guy. But yeah. Yeah, nothing else I could add really from the review that I already gave you on Sunday. Or on Monday, was it? I think on Monday. But I still stand by what I said on Monday, which this book is, I think, 4 stars. But maybe now that I have a little bit of a distance and I had like digested it a little bit, it would be around 3.75, which I think is still pretty good because I feel like 3 to 4 range for me is pretty good anyway. So yeah, if you guys like some light and fluffy, I don't know if it's light and fluffy. They are dealing with some substantial things, and they are dealing with things that are really, really difficult. But also I feel like the book itself is really light and fluffy romance with a little bit of spice, and it's just like a very bingeable book, and it is much better than Done and Dusted. So if you guys are put off by Done and Dusted, do not be put off by reading Swift and Saddled, because the best book in the series is coming, which is Lost and Lassoed, which transitioned me to the next book that I read, which is Lost and Lassoed. And I gave that book a 5-star whenever I reviewed it, like Tuesday. Anyway, the days of the week are like jumbling up in my head, so I don't know when I said anything. But yeah, I said it was a 5-star, but I think it is more a 4.75. I will probably not think about these characters really that often, but I really enjoyed it. I think, again, I'm gonna repeat myself, but I really like Grumpy Sunshine, enemies to lovers, single dad, nanny trope. Maybe not like all in one, but specifically in Lost and Lasso, they're all in one. And I truly love that. I love Teddy and Gus's like hostility towards each other, I guess, and the way they overcame it. And also another thing that I really love is Riley. Riley just made the book so much better. I love her. She's a cute little kid, and I love her dynamic with both Teddy and Gus, and also Camille, and also her with the Ryder family, Emmy and Luke and Amos. I just, yeah, truly adore that. And yeah, I'm still not sure if it's still a 5-star for me or 4.75. I'm trying to like be more strict in my rating, because I feel like I'm always giving all the books that I remotely like a little bit 5 stars. So I want to say 4.75, but maybe even 5. I don't know. You'll just have to see it in my like March wrap up. That is Lost and Lassoed. And then I read a lot of Queens of Mist and Madness and Well of Ascension, but I did not finish either of those books. But Queens of Mist and Madness, I think I said what I already said, really. I'm just gonna repeat it real quick, but I am losing my momentum in the series, and I really am not enjoying where we are right now. It's too political, and it's whenever enemies to lovers, and we're in the lovers bit. We've been in the lovers bit for quite a while, but it's just, I'm not intrigued in whatever is happening with the plot. Of course, a little bit, but I am more invested in their relationship, and there are not a lot of things that are happening between Creon and Emmeline, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying it, but I really want to finish this book ASAP so I can get to the 5th book and be done with the series, and hopefully the 5th one is much better than the 4th one. And right now I think I'm like halfway in, like 50%-ish. So I still have quite a bit, and it's quite a long book. I think it's close to 700 pages. So yeah, well, wish me luck with that. And with the Well of Ascension, it is getting really political as well. So I am getting a little bit of a reading slump from both very high, I don't know if A Court of Blood and Binding series, so like Fae Isle series, are very political. But it is, I feel like right now we're not in the genre romantasy. Right now we are in fantasy, which I love fantasy. Don't get me wrong. And I love high fantasy as well. That's why I love Brandon Sanderson's books. But again, I'm going into the Fae Isle series knowing that it is supposed to be a romantasy, and knowing that it's not as much romance. And when I'm in the mood for romance, it's just a little bit like the expectations not meeting up, so to say. But yeah, that is what I think of Queens of Mist and Madness. But with the Well of Ascension, the tensions are very high. We are in the brink of war. Honestly, it is quite confusing, and I don't know where we are going from here, but I am in that part of the book where everything could go so badly from this point onward, and I am so nervous because Ellen is about to do something really big, and I think Vin are having second thoughts, and yeah, so a lot of things are at stake, and I am just stressed for our main characters. And I don't know, in this book, the second book, I don't feel as much of the found family that we felt in the first one, because Finn was like a stray in a way that this group took in, And then that's where I felt very like the fondness for this family that we have. But now I feel like we're so focused on the political, I don't get to see some of the members of the crew anymore, which yeah, kind of sad. But maybe I'm also not even that far in. I think I'm like 30% in, so it's still a lot to uncover. So that is that with The Well of Ascension. But moving to Most of All You, I want to say the rating for Most of All You is probably around 3. I would probably never think about the book ever again, and it's so painful what our main characters went through. The fact that Ellie had such a horrible childhood that she was forced to be a stripper, and then she got into this horrible accident, and that's why Gabriel had to take her in and take care of her for a bit, because she could not basically take care of herself. And the fact that Gabriel also got kidnapped for 6 years, and yeah, it's just I'm really glad that they found each other. But it's also, again, I said this I think yesterday, that it's insta love, are attracted to each other so very fast. I like at first sight, which yes, you can be attracted to someone at first sight, but not to the point that they were, I feel like. So that's what I thought of Most of All You, and I think yeah, 3 is a good rating, I think, for Most of All You. I don't know if I would recommend it to everyone, and definitely if you are planning on reading Most of All You, please read like some of the trigger warnings, because I can see this be like triggering to some people, so make sure to do that. But yeah, other than that, I am so happy that I actually read like 3 books and in the span of 5 days, and made some quite decent progress in 2 chunky books that I am currently reading. But yeah, before I ramble on for too long, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I guess I didn't struggle as hard, except whenever I started the reading challenge at like 5 p.m, which is yesterday, I think. Yeah, yesterday. So if you guys are up to doing some kind of challenge like this, make sure to not start it too late, because you will never know what the spinner wheel will tell you. So yeah, but yeah, let me know if you have read any of these books before, and if yes, let me know if you like it. But yeah, I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.